my main focus was to let people know that whatever they're doing, whatever their dreams are, that it takes a huge amount of energy and, let's say, support from people that love us, from people that are not only our blood relatives, but also our friends. And what I was saying is that in Hawaii, we have the word ohana. And that word ohana includes not only our blood relatives as our family members, but also the family of friends that we've gathered around us. Well, I felt a little bit nervous, and I was just I was thinking, oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry. So thank gosh I had a handkerchief, and then I thought, okay, just hold it together. You can do this for a few minutes. So. Well, you know, I've always wanted to have my doctorate. I've been telling my husband now for 32 years that I was going to pursue my doctorate. And initially, I was thinking of enrolling into school back in 2000, but of course back then there were no online schools, and so I wasn't able to take time off of work. So when I found out about California-Southern University and their completely online program, it was the right program for me. I researched it and I said, you know what, this is what I want to do. And so I came over and I enrolled. I came to look at the school and I enrolled, and that's it. I said, okay, I'm going for it. The complete focus of the project that I worked on was basically on figuring out how are veterans impacted by moral injury. What are the signs and symptoms of moral injury that we're missing? What is it that's happening that we continue to have 20 suicides a day, where you know, we do have treatment available for PTSD, but how come we're missing something that it continues to impact our veterans? And I think that what my findings were is that moral injury comes from a whole different place. It's not fear-based, but it's shame-based. And because it's shame-based, the clinicians that are working with veterans aren't necessarily trained to assess for shame or guilt. And so therefore, many clinicians, because they are not aware of moral injury, are missing that whole piece. And so that's what I wanted to do, is bring that out into the open and make recommendations in terms of what clinicians can do to provide treatment interventions that will get to the heart of the matter. You know, I now know why people tell me, or told me in the very beginning, many of my mentors as well as, you know, faculty, they said, you know, Nancy, you need to remember that you're going to be married to this project. So make sure that your topic is something that you want to be married to for a minimum of 2 to 3 years. And I said, okay, so I chose something that I truly am passionate about. And I have to say, you know, I learned so much. I learned so much not only about my topic, but I learned about how to organize myself, how to set deadlines, making sure that everything was moving in that forward direction. And, you know, there are many moments of disappointment because I thought I had written a phenomenal chapter 1 and it was, you know, it was rejected 12 times. And it was always the resubmit, resubmit, resubmit. That word is going to haunt me probably for the rest of my life. But basically, you know, it was finally getting my head around what it meant to do a project like this. And after that, it was, you know, pretty smooth. Well, I think one of the biggest things that's in my near future is that I really want to present at the APA. And now that California-Southern University is accredited through WASC, I think that's going to be a very, we'll just say, it's opened the door for me, yeah. And so that's one of the things that I want to do. In the future, I want to write a treatment manual for moral injury. I want to write a book. And of course, I'm looking towards getting licensed in the state of Hawaii, yeah, as a clinical psychologist.